Hello YouTube, and today I'm here to show you my malefic monster, my Yu-Gi-Oh! Malefic monster deck. Now, this deck is made up of um, mostly malefic monsters, high-level monsters, and then normal monsters and like three effect monsters. Three normal effect monsters, that is. And it's made out of, believe it or not, very simple cards, but I actually tested it out the other day against a couple of really good duelists at my local comic book shop, and believe it or not, it actually was really good. Yeah, I'll be explaining the purpose of certain cards in the deck as the video goes on. So to maybe I hope maybe that will give you some tips on how to make your own Malefic deck, and I'll be at the end of the video, or maybe even during the video, I'll be giving you, well, actually telling you guys some stuff about the deck, how you can make the deck stronger, and also, I'll probably mention this again at the end of the video, but um, if you see anything that can be replaced or added to make this deck even better, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment, and please, no bad comments, or else I will remove that comment. I know that's not much of a threat, but, there's no need for bad comments here. And if you have nothing good to say, then don't say anything at all. So let's go on with this. So first off is two Malefic Red Eyes Black Dragons. Oh, and if you're wondering where to get these cards, I mean, if you haven't realized where to get these cards by now, you can just buy the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time movie pack that comes with a couple of cards, and I guarantee you'll find a couple of Malefic cards. And believe it or not, I've managed to collect every single card that comes from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time movie pack except Malefic Cyber End Dragon. And I have basically all of them. I have Malefic Parallel Gear, Malefic Blue Eyes, I have Malefic Red Eyes, I have Malefic Rainbow Dragon, I have Malefic Clawstream, Malefic World, Junk Gardna. So all I really need is uh, Malefic Cyber End Dragon. But those aren't all the Malefic cards. Those are only all the Malefic cards that come in the Bonds Beyond Time movie pack. The last two Malefic cards come from the Shonen Jump, the weekly Shonen Jump magazine thing, magazine, manga thingy, whatever it's called. And that is Malefic Stardust Dragon and Malefic Truth Dragon. So I'm gonna try to get Malefic Stardust and Malefic Truth Dragon, as they are Malefic cards and this is a Malefic deck. And I know I keep babbling, but you guys get the point. Next up is, oh, again, that was two Malefic Red Eyes, two Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragons, and this is actually a pretty hard card to get, I've heard, but I was lucky enough to get it with just like one try, the first pack I bought. This is Malefic Rainbow Dragon, and I'll actually give you guys a good view of each Malefic card at the end of the towards the end of the video. Here's two Malefic Parallel Gears. These cards are important. And actually, I'll explain to you why Malefic Parallel Gear is important. Well, towards the end of the video, you'll see a synchro monster called Malefic Paradox Dragon. And the only way you can summon Malefic Paradox Dragon is with Malefic Parallel Gear. So that's why I put two of them in there. And I'll explain how to summon Malefic Paradox Dragon when I get to it. Next is a regular Red Eyes. Actually, two regular Red Eyes Black Dragons. This is Joey's Red Eyes Black Dragon, and this is the Anniversary Pack Red Eyes Black Dragon. And here's an Anniversary Pack Blue Eyes White Dragon, and here's Kaiba's Blue Eyes White Dragon, and here's a regular Rainbow Dragon, and three Wall of Illusion, Now, I added 3 of these because I'll read you its effect. This is actually a pretty old card. Its effect is this monster actually, well, let me read that again. The monster attacking this creature is returned to its owner's hand. Any damage resulting from the attack is calculated normally. So, basically, with 2 of these on the field, you can basically protect your life points. So, and plus it has an attack of 1000 and a defense of 1850. That's 1850, so not a bad card. Not too big on attack, but defense is pretty decent. And the ability just is awesome. It keeps your monsters safe and your life points safe, and it basically saves you from a really powerful attack just in case you're going up against, I don't know, a monster with 3000 attack or something. You know what I mean? So that's why I added 3 of those. And here's Renji, Gravekeeper of Dark World. Not too good on attack, but with 2100 defense and a 4-star monster, definitely worth adding. And then I had to add a couple of monsters with a good amount of attack power, just in case I don't get a malefic card on my first at the beginning of the duel. So there's Battle Ox with 1700 attack, Lajin, the mystical genie of the lamp, with 800 attack. Here's another monster to supply some good defense, is Soul Tiger. Next is Hane. I added this card because of its effect, and it says this is a flip effect monster, and I can select 1 card in the field, regardless of its position, and return to the owner's hand. So that comes in handy on a deck like this. Next is Mystic Tomato, and by now everyone should know what Mystic Tomato does. And then the Calculator. Now I'm thinking of adding more of these, but I added this guy just because he's pretty cool, and his effect is pretty awesome. And this guy's called the Calculator, and it says its effect is this card's attack is equal to the combined levels of all monsters you control. So if you have this card on the field while you have a malefic monster, this card gains 300 for the combined levels of all monsters of on the field, including itself, I guess. So, you know, it could probably add up to a lot of attack points. Next, let's move to the spell cards, and there's 3 Malefic Worlds. Gotta have that. 2 Reloads. This card definitely comes in handy. Let's see. With this card, it says add your hand to your deck and shuffle it. Then draw the same number of cards that you added to your deck. So basically, if you have this card on your first turn and your hand doesn't have any like malefic monsters, and you want to summon a really powerful monster like a malefic monster right at the beginning of the duel, and you don't have any malefic monsters, basically just use this card, and I can guarantee you might just get a monster you can summon or a malefic monster. So, and there's 2 of those in this deck. And then here's Lightning Vortex, Dark Factory of Mass Production, Mystical Space Typhoon, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn. Here's Desert of Demise. And the reason why I added this card was because it's actually no, never mind. Actually no, I'll tell you why. Well, the effect of this card is activate only when your opponent special summons a monster. Select the 1 field spell card from your deck and activate it. So basically, if you need for these malefic monsters to even be on the field, you either need Malefic World or some sort of field spell. And if there's nothing on the field, if there's no field spell on the field, you can't use your malefic monsters. So basically, with Demise of the Land, well, you guys pretty much get the deal. Next is Soul Exchange, just in case I come across like I have a regular Blue Eyes White Dragon or Red Eyes Black Dragon, and I don't have any cards on my side of the field to summon him, so I'll use Soul Exchange. And the same deal goes with Mausoleum of the Emperor. I'll just give up some life points to summon a high-level monster. And here is Field Barrier. Now, it says here, field spells cannot be destroyed. Also, a new field spell card cannot be activated. You can only activate up to one field barrier at a time. So, yeah, I only put one in there for that very reason. So basically, with this card, you can't destroy my Malefic World field spell. So, there you go. Let's move on to the trap cards. There's one Malefic Claw Stream. And I was thinking of actually adding more than just one, but whatever, it's no big deal. Next is Sakuretsu Armor, 7 Tools of the Bandit, Call of the Haunted, and Mirror Force. Now, this is a Chinese Mirror Force card, and the only reason I have a Chinese version of it is because I actually do have a real one, but I just haven't replaced it yet, but I'll be doing that soon. And then just to finish this video quickly, here's Draining Shield, Magic Jammer again, and then Spellbinding Circle. Now for the Synchro monsters, it's 2 Malefic Paradox Dragons. Now let me read you Malefic Paradox Dragon's description. It says, Malefic Paradox Dragon is, I think, a 10-star monster, whatever. It says Malefic Parallel Gear plus one non-tuner monster. And it says, when this card is synchro summoned, you can select one synchro monster in either player's graveyard and special summon it. There can only be one face-up Malefic Paradox Dragon on the field. If Malefic World is not face up on the field, destroy this card. So basically, that's one of the reasons why I put 3 Malefic Worlds in this deck, because I need to have it on the field to use Malefic Paradox Dragon, and it has 4,000 attack and defense. And again, you need Malefic Parallel Gear and one non-tuner Malefic monster. So yeah, basically that's it. And I'll actually just show you the other Malefic monsters. So just give me a second. So here's Malefic Paradox Dragon. I'll give you a good look at it. Alright. Next up is Malefic Parallel Gear. Again, this is just me showing you the Malefic cards in better detail. There you go. Very nice, actually. Alright. Next is Malefic Rainbow Dragon, one of my favorites. Very cool. And again, out of all the cards in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time movie pack, I have all of them except for Malefic Cyber End Dragon. And that seems to be the hardest one for me to get. And it looks like I'm actually running out of time, so I'll do this one quickly. Second to last is Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon. Very cool. And I would read you guys the effects of each of these guys, but you guys can just go online and figure it out for yourselves. And here's Malefic Red Eyes. So that's basically it. And yeah, have a good rest of your day.